Alright guys, Big Al here, and right behind this door right here is the latest addition to Big Al's Compound. Getting ready to get to work on it right away, but I thought I would introduce it to you. Let's go. Alright guys, sorry about all the shadows, but it's hot out here today. So I pulled it up under the shade trees. Let me show you what I got. I got a 2001 Wrangler 4.0 Sport. In case you haven't figured it out, yep, it's a Jeep. I bought it a week ago and haven't touched it. So this is really, I think, the second ride I've done in it, and gotta go get the tag and all that. Runs really good. This is the way it came.
Hated it.
Done nothing to it. But plan on doing a ton of work to it. Matter of fact, I've already ordered some parts for it. Looks like it's got a suspension lift on it. Looks like it's a skyjacker. I gotta read about it and see. I have no idea how big of a lift it has on it. I think it's pretty high. It could be a 3 or 4 inch, I'm guessing. These are 31-inch tires that came with it. They're in good shape. They're in enough shape to get me to the point of where I'm gonna change them out. It even has KC A-lighters on it. I actually love these. It's got some more down here on the bottom. Not a big fan of these, so I'm gonna be taking these off. And yeah, the chrome bumper.
Hated it.
I love that bit so much. Let's do some more. Chrome mirrors.
Hated it.
Oh, they've got to go. This step, it's super nice, but it kind of gets in my way. I'm so tall.
Oh yeah, fall down, bust my skull open, have my blood and brains ooze out on the carpet so you can get a couple of cheap laughs, huh? I don't think so.
I think I'll put a rock slider on here anyhow with like a little side, so this is probably coming off too. The body itself is in great shape. I don't see any rust on it. As I say that, I see a little rust right there. Paint, it's faded, but it looks like original paint. The real horror story comes on the inside. Pretty sure somebody was murdered on that seat. These are actually seat covers. I haven't even looked at what's underneath them, but I plan on replacing them anyhow. The dash is in great shape. It's just dirty, filthy, and I'm gonna be dyeing it black. And I've got big plans for this little section right here. Haven't looked to see what the back seat's in. I see it looks like something chewed on it back there. I haven't, the guy when I bought it had it in this top configuration. He said all the tops there. Not a big fan of the top, so I'm gonna replace it too. I'm gonna go with a black, probably a best top. Just don't like the color. It's got a speaker bar included in it. It's got a cloth wrapped around it. I haven't tried taking this off to see what it's like underneath that. So that depends on if I'm gonna keep this one or not. It has a Kenwood stereo, which seems okay, but there's no power to it hardly at all. You can barely hear it even at 10 miles an hour. The floors are in good shape, but they I'm gonna put some sound deadener and some carpet in here. I need to get a plug for this. Came with these fender flares. They're in good shape. Pretty sure they're going to go too. Got something else planned for that. They look like Bushwhacker fender flares, but I don't think so. I had Bushwhacker on my last Jeep and they were softer than this. This is kind of a hard plastic. I think you'd break it pretty bad once you got bigger tires on it. Not a big fan of this chrome grille either, so these will probably come out.
Hated it.
Go back to black. Just don't like chrome on my Jeep. I don't know why. Love it on motorcycles, but not on Jeeps. Let's see if I can open this hood. The motor surprised me for its age. It's very clean under here. I just bought all new oil and a new air filter for it. I'm going to change all that in the next day or so, because I don't know how many miles or anything it's got on it right now. The Jeep itself has almost 300,000 miles on it, so it's a high mileage Jeep. The main thing I was in fear of was rust, and this one seems to be real solid. And yes, it's got some flaws. I'm gonna do another video on all the flaws, just so you can see what I'm gonna replace. Alright, well, I'm gonna head inside where it's cool, because it is definitely an oven out here in Mississippi. Yeah, I did forget to mention that the windshield's busted. The good thing about a flat windshield, they're not very expensive. It's got some pretty major cracks in it, so I'll be replacing that shortly. Alright, more on the Jeep later.